Hey, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashir Vakapadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect who firmly believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Now, I'm going to title this lesson, The Lord is a Stronghold in the Day of Trouble, right? The Lord is a stronghold in the day of trouble. And as we can clearly see the writings on the wall, how the day of trouble is at hand. You can look at the state of the culture. Here it is. You got the president getting looking like they had assassination attempts. The economy, is pretty much going to shit with the value of the dollar being decreased on a day-by-day basis. There were talks of war, rumors of war. There's a food crisis. There's a hyperinflation going on. You got people rising up against the government. So, the writings on the wall that the day of trouble is at hand. And the only individuals who's going to be able to protect us and keep us from that great and terrible day is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, right? The Heavenly Father in the name of his Son. So it'll behoove us to, stick to the script, be diligent, and move accordingly, to the Spirit, to the best of our abilities. So I want to start with the book of Nahum, chapter 1. I'm going to start at verse 2. It says, Yahweh is jealous, and Yahweh revengeth, and is furious. Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. That's right. So people wonder why, the evil, live a long time. That's because the Heavenly Father is reserving them for judgment. The Lord got a certain particular way that he wants to take out his personal enemies, right? Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. That's right. The Heavenly Father is not going to acquit the wicked of all of his charges. From the days of hardcore bondage slavery to false religion to false education for putting fluoride in the waters by mixing, mingling seeds, creating hybrids, cutting down trees, afflicting the Lord's chosen men, all the wicked atrocities, the rape, robbery, and murder, all the negative actions that the Heavenly Father, said that this devil would do. He's going to be paid for it. The Lord is going to pay this devil for it. It says Yahweh has his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. He rebuketh the sea and maketh it dry, and drieth up all the rivers. Bashan languisheth, and Carmel and the flowers of Lebanon languisheth. The mountains quake at him, and the hills melt, and the earth is burned at his presence. Yea, the world and all that dwell therein. Who can stand before his indignation? This is what we call rhetorical questions, right? Who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. Yahweh is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. That's right. The Lord knoweth the individuals who trust in him. How do the Lord know who trusts in him? Because they do the things in which they require him to do. They do the things in which he tells them to do. The Lord knows who got this trust in him. The Lord knows who calls upon him. Those who put up prayer, right? It says, but with an overrunning flood, he will make an utter end of the place thereof, and darkness shall pursue his enemies. What do ye imagine against Yahweh? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time. That's right. So this time around, the Lord's going to make an utter end of you devils, you Edomites, so-called white people. The only reason why you Edomites were in position of power was for the simple fact that the Lord had to chastise Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians for going off according to the scriptures. Now, with the Heavenly Father making us perfect in the kingdom of heaven, there's not going to be a reason for you to rise up again, because the Lord only rose up other nations to chastise Israel. It served a dual purpose, but since we're no longer going to sin, since we're no longer going to go off, the Heavenly Father is going to make us perfect, and there's no reason for you. There's no purpose for you but to be in slavery. So what do you imagine against the Lord? You think your houses are going to continue forever? You think you're going to be able to establish your new world order? Everything's going to come to naught. Everything's going to come to a failure. Everything's going to come to a halt, because that's what the scriptures say. You know, it says, "For while they fold together as thorns, and while they are drunken as drunkards, they shall be devoured as a stubble fully dry. There's one come out of thee that imagineth evil against Yahweh, a wicked counselor. Thus saith the Lord, though they be quiet, and likewise many, yes, yes, thus shall they be cut down when he shall pass through. Though I have afflicted thee, I will afflict thee no more." So that's straight, straight to the point, man. Straight to the point. The Heavenly Father's is going to be with us in that day, man. So we got nothing to worry about. As long as we do what we got to do to the best of our ability, we got nothing to worry about. This is Lamentations chapter 3, I'm going to start at verse 24. It says, we'll start at verse 20. Lamentations chapter 3, verse 20. And it reads, "My soul hath them still in remembrance, and is humbled in me. This I recall to my mind. Therefore have I hope. It is of Yahweh's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not." That's right. The Lord's compassions don't fail to those who believe in him, to those who truly trust in him, for those of him who do what's required of him. Right? It says, "They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. Yahweh is my portion, saith my soul. Therefore will I hope in him. Yahweh is good unto them that wait for him, to the soul that seeketh him." That's right. So the Lord is good unto those that wait for him. Patience. It's patience. It's all about patience and having faith. It says, "It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua." That's what it's about. Patiently waiting for the Lord. Because the scriptures tell us that what is it? Zephaniah 3:8. Let me see. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey." That's right. We can't take this thing into our own hands, man. We can't, bypass. We can't bypass the Lord's. We can't bypass the Lord's, plan and agenda. The heavenly, because if we take matters into our own hands, that's when the devil has leverage. We can't take the glory that Yahweh Shah is coming to do. Lord, take you out the way for attempting to interrupt prophecy. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, save the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." That's right. The Lord's going to destroy all of America, all of Israel. I believe it's 3/5 of Russia. The world is going to rock to and fro like a drunkard, within that day. And in order for us to be preserved by those missiles, got to do what's required of us. Wait and be patient. Wait and be patient and let the Heavenly Father do his thing, man. The Lord told us that he's going to keep us from the torment. The Lord told us he was going to keep us from the torment, man. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1. "But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Heavenly Father, and there shall no torment touch them." Why? Because we're of the Heavenly Father's. We're his cluster of grapes, in which he kept unto himself. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and the departure is taken for misery. Why? Because we're public enemy number one. We're public enemy number one to these, to the government, to these devils, to these Edomites. So the rest of the world is going to seem like, damn, I hate to be in their shoes, or I hate to be in their position. Oh, when they get their hands on them, they're going to do them bad. Yeah, that's what they think. That's what they think. But we have faith. Scriptures tell us how they shall be taken, right? Let me get that real quick in the book of Psalms. They're going to be taken by their own intentions. Right, this is the book of Psalm chapter 10. I'm going to start at verse 1. Why standest thou far off, O Yahweh? Why hidest thou thyself in the times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices they have imagined. That's right. So if these devils think that they're going to take us out, guess what? The Lord's going to take them out. You know? Just like, what was that, during the time of Esther? You know? When he got hung up on the gallows, he thought he was going to hang Mordecai on the gallows. He got hung up on the gallows, right? They're going to be taking in the devices they have imagined, just like during the time of Daniel. Daniel, when he was caught up in the lion's den, the intent was for the lion to consume Daniel. Guess what happened? The lion consumed those wicked individuals and their families. Same thing's going to happen this time around. It says, in the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. Why are we in peace? Because we know the end game, man. We know the end game. We know that America is going to be destroyed by way of thermonuclear missiles. We know the Lord is coming back to save his elect. We know that there's going to be a whole new world, right? Where righteousness dwells. Where the Heavenly Father and his Son reign supreme, and the elect. It says, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. But Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, proved them and found them worthy for himself. That's right, the Lord proves us on a daily basis. And he found out that they're worthy. And he found out that we're worthy. So he's going to protect us and guide us and watch over us in the time of trouble. Why? Because we've been proven. We're going through our chastisement period now. It says, as gold in a furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation they shall shine, and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations, and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have care for his elect. That's right. That's who the Heavenly Father's focused on at this point. It's his elect. Grace and mercy is going to be shown to the elect. The scriptures tell us how, we ain't got to worry about food. We ain't got to worry about the water. The Heavenly Father's going to provide that for us. However, 2/3 of our people, they're going to howl for vexation of spirit. It says, verse 10, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. For whoso despiseth wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain, their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. So, hey man, this is the instruction. This is the guidance that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua bestowed upon us. So it would behoove those of us who are of the ilk of the nation of Israel to take heed, but only the elect will. So Lord willing, I was edifying. With that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.